Hey, my name's Ethan, and I'm going to be doing a beer review tonight of Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. This was one of the first beers I tried. I didn't start drinking until I was 23. I didn't start right when I was 21. I mean, I had a beer every now and then, but I really didn't start getting into learning, reading, buying, and trying different beers until I was about 23 and a half, and I'm going to be 27 in 2 weeks. So I'd say about the last three and a half years, I've really tried a lot of different beers and kind of gotten into beer review watching on YouTube and drinking, tasting and trying and seeing what I like and don't like. But I do love Miller High Life. It's a very non-pretentious American adjunct lager. It's one of the first beers I ever tried or I ever bought for two reasons. A, because it's cheap, It's $4.99 for a 6 pack of pounders, which is what this 6 pack that I got was $4.99 for a 6 pack of pounder, 16-ounce cans. And I really liked it. It's good to me. I mean, it's watery and it doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it has a nice beer flavor. I mean, it has the flavor for which it's intended to have. Water, corn, yeast, hops, a little bit of hops. Um, it only has 7 IBUs. It has 141 calories per serving per 12 ounce. And it is 4.6 ABV, 4.6% ABV, which is the same as Hams, which I also like and have gotten many times. I get this a little more just because it's more prevalent in this area. It's more popular, I think. But I do love Hams. When I see it, I do get it. And I have seen Hams many times in Georgia for $3.99 a 6 pack of pounder cans, or even $8.99 for a 12 pack. I saw a 24 pack of Hams once at a Kroger, and I got that, and it was $15.99, I believe. But generally, I'll get this because it's more readily available. I really like it. I already poured it because I started a video and it didn't work out, so I didn't redo it. On beeradvocate.com, it gets a 64, a pour. They don't like it, but they don't hate it. Other beers get a lower score. On Miller High Life website, it says the champagne of beers, and they have the clear bottle, which I really do like to get, but I think I do prefer. I mean, they taste the same in either the can or the bottle. I mean, maybe in our heads we trick ourselves into believing it tastes different in cans or bottles, and I do that. But I usually get it in cans. And I've heard and read from other beer reviewers in a line of, that the clear bottle, the sunlight can pass through them and skunk the beer, but when it's a solid color like this, it won't skunk it as easily. But I've never had a skunked clear bottle of Miller High Life. And I've gotten it, many times in the last 3 years. All right, on the website it says a favorite among bartenders, brewers, and beer lovers in general, Miller High Life was launched as Miller Brewing Company's flagship beer in 1903. Its crisp, easy drinking flavor is the epitome of the American lager category. True to its original recipe, it's brewed with a proprietary blend of malted barley, Galena hops from the Pacific Northwest, and Miller yeast. And again, 4.6 ABV, 7 IBUs. 7 IBUs, I mean, that's lower than anything I've ever seen. And that's probably why it's so smooth. I do really like it. I think it's very smooth. Some people might say it has no flavor. I think it has a good flavor. I mean, if you drink a Dragon's Milk, 11%, and then drink this, yeah, it would have no flavor. It would taste like water. But if this is the first beer you've had of the night or the day or whatever, it tastes pretty good. It has flavor. I mean, Is it as good as Budweiser? Yeah, to me, yeah, sure. Maybe not quite as much flavor, but based on price, I'm going to get this all day, every day before I get Budweiser because it's $3, $4 at least cheaper, a 6 or 12 pack, and it's just about as good. Um, it's sold at a lower level. It's a budget cheap beer. It's sold as a cheap beer. I think it used to be sold at a more premium price, but they've in the last couple of years it's a cheap beer. You see it everywhere. I mean, gas stations. Every gas station I've ever been into, it's always there. Usually in 6-pack pounders. Grocery stores, liquor stores, you see it everywhere. It's very prevalent. It's everywhere. I've had it many times, and I would say it's one of my go-to beers because, like I say, it's so cheap and it tastes really good. And it's not, crazy alcohol. You can drink a few and you feel fine. Let's go for the taste. Like I said, it had a very big head. Miller products always do. It had like a 5-inch, 5-finger head, but it dissipated quick. Let's go ahead and try it. Saltine cracker, corn, water, smooth, almost no hops, 7 IBUs. I mean, there's not much bitterness to speak of. I think it's really good. It goes down easy. It's very, very refreshing, smooth. Always has that lacing on the glass. I've never seen a beer with this much lacing. I've heard people call it Miller lacing before. I don't think Miller Lite has that much lacing. Although I don't know because I don't get Miller Lite that much. I don't care for it. It's weirdly more expensive than this because it's more popular. The more popular a beer is, the more they can up the price. This is not as popular as it once was, so the price is lower. It's like Budweiser. It's pretty much the same style of beer as this, but they're able to charge more because of its name and reputation. Anheuser-Busch is a huge company. And Bud Light, I don't know if it still is, but a year or two ago it was the number one selling beer in the United States. And I think it still is. And I think Budweiser is number 2. Coors Light, I believe, was number 3. And this was on the list. I remember seeing it. It was like 9th, 8th, 12th, something like that. I don't know. But it was on the list. It was in the top 20 best-selling beers in the U.S. I really like it. I mean, is it marvelous? Does it blow your mind? No. It's refreshing. It's a great beer to drink when you're watching a movie, watching TV, just chilling, hanging out after work or whatever, after exercising, being out in the heat. What kind of score would I give it? I would say it gets an A, but a low A. I mean, 93. It deserves a 93 to me. I mean, you may not agree with that, but I like it. To me, it gets a 93, 9.3 out of 10, A minus. You could argue for a solid A for the category, It's as good as Hamm's. It's as good as Milwaukee's Best. I think I like Coors better, but I'm more likely to get this because, again, it's cheaper. Coors is usually $6.99 a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans, or even 7, sometimes $6.99. I noticed that Ingles has good beer prices. If you have an Ingles card, you can get Coors Banquet for like $6.59 for a 6-pack of pounder cans. Yeah, 93. It's enjoyable. It's refreshing. I get it often. Very often. It's a standby for me, and it has been since I've been drinking beer, in the last 3-4 years. And I will continue to get it again. I find nothing wrong with it. It's good. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. As long as I'm buying beer, which I do plan on continuing to do. I don't drink beer every day, but when I do usually get this or something like it. 93 for the Miller High Life. This is the first beer review I've ever uploaded to YouTube. More to come, although I am very busy, so I don't see this going into crazy realms. I'll try to get some videos out there, but I'm not trying to go crazy with it. I just like beer. I like watching beer reviews. I like drinking beer. I like reading about it. I'm not trying to get 1,000 subscribers. For the longest time, I really just didn't want to create a YouTube channel and do videos because not that I didn't want to, I did, but I don't really put in the effort to do things like this. I enjoy doing it, but it's like an obligation I don't want to have to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? So, I might upload a video or 2 or 3 once a week. Nothing like twice a day or whatever. It's not something I'm real invested in, although I do enjoy it. I do enjoy drinking beer and reading about it and watching other beer review channels. There's so many great ones on YouTube. I'm subscribed to at least half a dozen that I love. And I always enjoy, anytime I'm in a new area, I always kind of scout for a liquor store. Sometimes I don't even buy anything. I just like to go look and see prices, what the prices are relative to where I live. Is it cheaper? Is it more expensive? Is Budweiser cheaper here? Is it more expensive here? What do they have here that they don't have or around my house? I went to Florida this past summer, and I would look and see what kind of beers they had, and what did they have that we didn't have here in Georgia? What did we have that they didn't have? How were their prices compared to ours? Were they cheaper? Were they more? And with stuff like this, I found no matter where you go, it's similar in price. It does fluctuate. Sometimes it's $4.99. Sometimes it's $4.59. Sometimes it's more, $5.99. But it's usually less than $6 a 6-pack and more than $4. It's usually in that sweet spot. Miller High Life, everywhere that I've seen it, it's in that bracket of price. It's always cheap. And I will always get it. All right. Thank you for watching.